All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Drunkards and Dragons Misstrem, episode 23. Uh, Last time we left off, we were headed down to Merc's Rest. Got a couple months of travel. 2 months, that's what I said, couples too.
Yeah, I was just being specific.
And, last time we played the carnival games. Didn't,
You almost lost a bunch of money.
yeah,
Enix almost lost a bunch of money to
Yeah.
a tavern owner.
Yeah, Enix played some cards and almost lost. But didn't. Ended up owning the dude. Owned the noob. And he gave me all his money. It was great. And we are here at the Nine Lives Tavern looking for some work. And that's where we'll pick up.
Yeah, you were walking here and you saw that there's a lot of mercenaries here. Some crescent swords were here. Some other people were here. So you guys walk into the Nine Lives Inn. As you walk in, the smell of sweet ale and mead hits your nose as you hear a nice tavern music, whatever you want to call that. Yeah. So you guys walk in. What do you do?
Do we see any of the crescent swords in here?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, wait, you mean I should have probably opened up my...
Here, I'll roll
Character
perception check
sheet.
as well.
Yeah.
That was Ildren asking, by the way.
18.
Okay. Okay. Turn.
9.
Okay. A tomb. You notice in the corner of the bar, you see, flanked by a dark elf and two other people, a dark elf that had assailed you on a ship nearly 2 months ago. They seem to be watching you intently. You guys look to the corner and you see Gallon. He's sitting right over there.
Oh, man.
I was wondering if you were going to ask about that.
All right. Well, I'm walking straight
he seems
over.
to have noticed you, but he is not making like any aggressive moves. He's just sitting. He has like he's sitting with like 4 people. All of them are dressed in crescent sword like attire, which is like it's like a sword it's like a curved sword that goes through like a crescent moon. That's like their logo.
All right. Well, Ildren and Enix are walking directly over to there.
And I'll walk over here to the bar.
Okay. Do you go and sit on that chair?
Yes.
As you sit on there, you see that there's this tabaxi. She kind of has like black patches with brown fur around her skin. She has a vibrant like pink nose. That's what it is. That lays on the center of her face. And she has like small ears on top of her head. She goes, I would not sit there. That seat is sadly taken. You can take any of the other seats, but the big one is that's not for you. I'm sorry.
Okay, then I'll move over here.
Yeah, you walk past this very tall, like muscular dude that has like this deep, just pure black onyx skin next to this half elf. Okay, she's gonna move over. Hey, so what are you two doing as soon as you walk up to them?
Did what is I just forgot his name. What's his name?
Gallon?
No.
Gallon.
Ildren and Enix?
No, what's Beast? Beast, what's your guy's name?
Anubis.
Anubis. God, I keep wanting to call him a tomb. Did Anubis come with me, or did he just stay there?
Anubis, Atum pointed at
Yeah, no, I came with
all of you. Atum
Okay.
just doesn't have the same connection to him as you guys do.
Yeah.
Are you gonna walk over with them?
Enix is gonna head back and step back, and Ildren's going to step up. So, I see you followed us here.
Followed is a insulting term. That makes me sound like a stalker. He kind of turns to the rest of his group. He's like, why don't you three leave us? I have some business to talk to from the IHOPs with these guys. And you see that there's like this woman that has like her face covered, and she walks over, and then this other man and this other dark elf, which Again, you guys have seen dark elves and pale orcs here. They don't seem to be hidden like other places, but they all walk off. They stay nearby. But
As they walk off, Ian said, "Don't try anything funny.
same goes to you. We're in a very public place. I would not even think.
I am Dragonborn."
Why don't you get the rest of your group? Drinks are on me for today.
I don't know if I dare drink something you gave us, but
I wasn't going to give it to you. I was just going to pay for it. I don't know why you're so untrusting of me. We've been nothing but friends.
yes, I've tried to kill you many times, and you've tried to kill us. So,
To be fair, you tried to kill me first.
to be fair, you lied to us and sent us into a trap.
I did not send you into a trap. I just had you do my work for me.
Yes, well, you
Still got
lost.
paid for it. I don't get why you're mad.
I'm gonna walk over.
And now why don't you get the rest of your group? Yeah.
All right, I call Anubis over.
Yeah, and it was you. As you guys walked in, by the way, you guys passed to.
Are you coming over, Anubis?
Yep, I am. I walk over. Sorry, I did my wiggle.
Yeah, easily enough. You walk over. Okay. So, how's it been? We haven't seen each other for a long time. Feels like it was just yesterday, though.
Why is it you keep following us?
Oh.
How
That's not
tall?
really
How tall is he?
following.
Again? He's a dark elf, right?
He's probably like 5. You're taller than him. He's only like 5'10". Let me go to his notes real quickly. Yeah, he's
I'll just kind of step up to him and like just kind of look down at him. Pretty close. Not say anything.
well. I will be honest. I did know that you would all be in this area. You're not exactly that hard to track. Really should do better on covering that up. We can help you with that. So, my group, the Crescent Swords.
Stalking, are we?
It's not really stalking. Well, it's not really my group either, but the group I work for, the Crescent Swords, have recently come under contract by a surprisingly powerful ally. I will not reveal to you any information about this ally, but apparently this ally of ours, newly acquired, thinks that you are of importance, and that we would be better working as teammates than enemies.
Well, that is what I have tried to tell you from the beginning, but you seem
Yes.
to...
To be honest, I just thought you were another
Struggle.
group of mercenaries, but this person seems to think different. I don't know if you would call him a person, actually.
Is it a mutual friend of ours?
They said they met you, but they said that they didn't meet you a lot. But they know of you.
What is this guy's name?
I'm afraid that I'm not really allowed to give you much information on who they are, but they informed us that you would be better served as allies than enemies.
Then why should we trust you?
It is a risk I am admitting, but it's also a risk of us taking you a part of our group. But you would be members of the Crescent Swords, and I allowed access to equipment that we have, safe houses and such, and if the need acquires it, jobs and such.
What does the Crescent Source specialize in, besides getting their ass whooped by a Palor worshiper?
We're a bit of a mercenary group, assassins. We're kind of like free contractors. We really do whatever people are paying us for.
That's kind of what we do, too.
Yes. Yes, it is. It seems you have a little bit more of a...
Luck? Yes, we are much better at it than
good in
you.
you. We are more of a free range. We don't really have limits on what we do.
Yeah, I had some free-range chickens once.
I don't
But,
know, guys. You can't really trust a
You don't have
mercenary.
to. You don't have to decide on it today, but I'll be here for a good 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, but what can you give us that proves that you ain't gonna try to stab us in the back again?
I can give you my word because I have been nothing but honest with you.
We've taken that a couple times. And one ended up, we fought a fake purple dragon. You remember that? That was pretty funny, by the way.
Your word doesn't really go that far for us.
Well, then what would you have me give you to trust me?
At this moment, nothing.
I'm paying for your drinks.
Because I do not trust you.
Well, give me something to give you then. What do you want? Put a request on the table.
Well,
Well, what do you have?
you have obviously you have a place here where you'll be staying, or where your group meets.
The Crescent Swords has a set of tents that we stay in. We have a small camp here, yes.
Look, all I can say is that Paylor has kept you alive for a reason.
Kept you alive too.
Yes, I have not fulfilled what he has had me do, but he has protected you from me killing you. So, obviously he wanted you alive for something, and maybe I couldn't guess as to why, but he wants us to work together. As much as I hate to say it, I'd much rather work with you than against you. Although, because
good. I had an entire set of stuff I would threaten you with if you disagreed. You don't have to decide on it today, and you can come up with the terms or whatever of this agreement, and you can present them to me whenever you feel like it. But I just wanted to get it on the table as soon as possible.
fair enough. Hey, Beast, I think we lost you. Pretty sure we lost Beast.
Yeah. Well, you're free to go explore this little town. I'll be right here.
Didn't you offer us drinks first?
Yes, just say they're on me. Just tell the bartender.
I think as of now we'll pay for our own. We appreciate it.
Fair enough. Your choice.
Guys,
What do you guys do?
I think we're gonna go to a table and talk.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of tables, or you can sit at the bar. I'll just put Beast over there too. See, as you guys leave, his friends do end up coming back.
Well, Atum, I must tell you about this guy. We were originally hired by his son to track him down. We found him. And, well, unfortunately, one of our previous party members was not in good standing with him. Apparently, they had been searching for him. But he is no longer with us, but he has since... Well, I tried to kill him, basically. He set us up. Got me almost killed. And I don't like that when people, try to get me killed. And then, you saw... You saw that, what happened on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
As much as it pains me to say, I think we should work with him. The Crescent Swords could be extremely valuable.
Is this Ildren talking, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. You notice as there's like a small little line of like flash of light, and then there's like a spinning roll of paper that is sealed with like a blue seal, and it just lands right in front of you. Like it just seems to appear out of nowhere.
All right.
What is this?
We've never seen this item before, by the way. This is something you're used to.
I will pick it up.
All right, 1 second. If you check your journal, it's in there right now.
Okay, hold on 2 seconds. You there, Beast? Nope, he's not there.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your camera's lost all.
I'm pulling like 2 megs right now. I'm trying to have them reset up.
Okay.
Just continue. I have the stream up so I can hear what you're saying. I'll
Okay.
just type in chat if you ask me anything.
All right.
So you think we should work with him.
Unfortunately, he's good and bad. Paylor has kept him alive for a reason, and he has crossed our path for a reason. So I feel that we either need to work with him or we continue to fight him. Whoops. Totally just lost my thing. But this will be truly his last chance.
Then work with him we will.
If this does not work out, I will kill him.
Okay. So yeah, there's a rolled up sealed piece of parchment that appeared spinning in front of you, and then it drops on the table. And it seems to be something that is sealed with a shield. Like the symbol pressed into the wax is it's like a sigil that has a shield with a one-horned lizard on the center, like on the shield. It's like a horn on its nose.
All right.
And if you check Ildrin's journal, it should be there.
Yep, I see it. Hold on.
Ooh. Special journal. By the way, you can see me on stream. You might just be lagging on the crew conf. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good on there. Now your thing's coming through just fine. Whatever you did, it worked out good.
Try again. I don't know.
No, you're just.
Chop.
All right. Do I notice that there's certain words with?
Oh yeah, no, it's written like that. There's words that are capitalized that shouldn't be capitalized. You can read it out loud if you want.
So it says, "I,
Julius Sanctum.
Julius Sanctum, serving as, serving as head steward to High Earl Lucius Beltrus Belmont, have been tasked with receiving the coordinates of your location. I would ask that you respond."
There's an attached piece of paper that's
on the
blank, by the way.
respond on the accompanied piece of parchment in a timely fashion. Simply write out a short summary and roll up the parchment, and it will be sent back to me immediately.
Yeah, as you unroll it, there's a small, like a smaller piece of paper that is empty.
Do we know who this guy is?
You've never heard any of those names before. Actually, roll a history check.
Okay.
Hold on, I have the notes somewhere. Here.
17.
You've heard Julius Sanctum before. He is a servant for Baron Grelmosh, who's an orc lord. That's it's like a just a random noble in Avantherin. So
Okay,
you've heard that name before, just in passing. But
do we know why he would want to?
no. Also, he doesn't work for the other lord, so you don't know why he'd be writing in for the other lord. Because Julius Sanctum is like the head steward of a different lord, so you don't know why he'd be writing for this dude. Also, if I go to the note real quick, High Earl is not something that they use to denote like nobles in Avantherin. They use like lord and lady and stuff like that. They don't use High Earl.
Okay.
So
You can
roll another history check. Actually, I don't think you would know. Actually, never mind. Neither of your characters would know.
Do I think that the reason this stuff's capitalized is some sort of code?
Enix looks at it. Yeah.
Yeah, Enix. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. Pull up.
Today is the first day of
What
the
do you guys
rest
do?
of your life.
Hey, what's up, the Blue Line Army?
What's everybody
I'm
else?
just
doing?
I'm getting a drink.
Okay,
All right.
yeah. If you walk over to the bar.
Today
bartender will-
is the first day of the rest of your life.
My notes are like weird orders.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'll be getting a drink with him.
Okay. So she goes, hello. So you guys are new. My name is Sweet Straw. I'm the owner of the Nine Lives Inn. How may I help you?
Sweet straw. Do you have anything that involves peanuts?
Yes, we have the free peanuts on the bar. We have a lot of people, so having a free snack here is always good.
Okay,
Feel free
thank
to have
you. I'll take one of those.
Yeah, you can have as many peanuts as you want.
I'll take one of the free peanuts.
Thank you. I only want one, but. And then, what do you have to drink?
Fuck, hold on. I made a list. There you go. We have a variety of local ales and such, but then we also have our two specials. We have Whiskers of the Cat and White Berry Wild.
Oh,
Okay, may I
right.
have some Walt
Did
Berry
you just
Wild?
figure it out?
Yeah.
It's so simple.
It
It's
is.
the easiest code ever.
I love it. All right, I will write back that where we're at,
Okay. I assume
and
you put at Mark's Rest.
yes, I'll write specifically at the inn, and
do you write any questions or like?
I'm gonna put, did you send the Crescent Swords to work with us?
Okay. So you rolled up and it. Sorry, what did you say? I was not listening. There's so many people here. I'm so busy today.
Can you repeat what you have again?
So we have your selection of local ales and stuff, but then we also have Whiskers of the Cat, which is our special. It's a very strong drink. We have 9 to 8 ale, which is another special that we have. It is more of a simple ale. And then we also have White Berry Wild, which is a local. You might have had it in other places, but we're one of the few places that carry it.
Okay, I'll take the Berry Wild, put it on Gallon's tab.
Yeah, you were the ones he told me about. It's an interesting fellow. She pours this. It's like this kind of like roll a history check.
Okay.
See if just to see if you've heard of this.
16.
Okay. Whiteberry Wild is the ale that's made by the Cavernous
Hey, all
Monastery.
Wild for Games here. Yours.
Or it's less ale and more mead. So she pours it out. It's very sweet tasting. It's very nice. But it's
Okay. So
it's
I'll
one of
just
our
grab it
favorites.
and I'll thank her and take it back to the table.
About a minute later, you get another note back, and it's all the formals of like Dear Ildren and others, and it says, "My lord has not sent anybody to work with you." Basically, says that.
Okay.
And it also says, "See you shortly."
Yes, I put we were headed in your direction. Would you like us to wait for you, or would you like us to come to you?
You send that away. And you've heard of these papers before. They're like instant message papers, basically. They magically teleport to whoever it's addressed to.
Cool. I like this instant messaging.
It's like D&D Facebook.
Yeah, they're not used too widely because they're very specific. You have to designate who they're going to. Like they have to be enchanted to send to that person, so they're a bit weird. But yeah. What is everybody else doing?
I'm just drinking my drink.
Okay. As you look around the bar, you see that there on like each of the walls, you see tapestries and stuff.
Yeah,
with,
give me
like,
the finest ale you have.
Okay, I'll make sure. You see a bunch of like different tapestries and such that have different people painted on them, and there's a bunch of like mounted heads of different creatures here. You see one that has like this weird black skinned deer with these creepy, like it has a really elongated face with these creepy horns. You see one that has an elven dude with a bow and like these bracers that wrap around his arm with like these vine-like inlays on them, and it has like this weird woman's face with like these glowing orange eyes on the wall. So, and there's like weird animals and stuff like that hung around.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So this letter is from our friend. He looks at Anubis. Says, our friend that we haven't visited in some time. The blue fella. The blue fella.
The blue. Oh, it has been a minute, hasn't it?
We lost you for a second. Somebody's got an echo.
Yeah, it's Beast because he's listening to it on the stream. I think he should just turn off his video and just do it on his audio. So what you guys doing?
All right, did we get anything back from him asking?
Yeah, he says you get another letter back that says all the formalities, and then that they will meet you there.
That he'll meet us here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we need to discuss what we want to do with Gallon. This idiot. I think he will be back shortly.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's gonna go reset the whole thing, so.
I know. I saw.
Well, I think, you know, you gotta keep your enemies close. So, I think if we work with him, we'll at least know where he's at. Not have to keep, you know, jumping up every time he sees us. We're running into him, unbeknownst to us. Obviously, he's got a real interest in us, so.
You know, one thing that I was always told was never to trust a mercenary. But if you feel that we need to work with him, I'll do it. But I'm not going to trust him.
Guess
As
what?
you guys are talking, you see there's like a half elf with he has like a sword and shield on his back, and he's drinking, and he's like talking to everybody at the bar, and he goes, and then we ripped off its horn and stabbed it through its heart, and everybody's like cheering around him. He seems to be telling a story, and everybody's like paying attention to him. Continue.
Nothing like a prideful little son of a gun.
Yes, well. You know, I could tell him some stories. Maybe I should get up there and tell some stories.
Why don't you go?
Tell him about the Kraken we saw. And we destroyed. And then that
He did not hear that.
white dragon that I killed.
Rolled a perception check for him. Rolled a 1 and a 2.
Horn. Probably talking about a goat. Hey, did you
Yeah.
kill a goat? Is that what you're talking about?
He said, "I'm sorry. What did you say, Dragonborn friend? I did not hear you."
Was that a goat you killed with the horn?
It was a goat of the abyss. Only a Baelor. Well, twin Baelors.
Yes. Yep. You look like a Baylor killer. Little goat wrangler's what you look like to me.
Maybe that should have been the name of our group.
Yeah, the goat wranglers. I took a white dragon down.
Now that is a story I would like to hear, and you see that he kind of gestures for you guys to come over.
Yeah. See this hand? He holds up his metal hand. Yeah.
Did you lose that fighting the dragon?
No. Lost it shoving up his ass. That's how I ripped his heart out.
So you see that the one speaking is he kind of has like these tattoos over his eyes. He's a half elf with short, almost military cut black hair, and he's wearing this. He has a long red, blue, and gold like kind of jacket under this metal armor, and the person standing next to him is he's an 8 foot tall, ripped dude that's not wearing like really any shirt. He has this giant hammer that's just sitting next to him at the bar. That's like almost as tall as him. Like the handle is almost as tall as him, and it's the hammerhead is just a giant cube, like of metal. And he has onyx black skin with these like golden pieces of metal throughout it, and then he has these two like long golden pieces of metal that just go like out the side of his head to the back, and he has these like almost liquid like golden eyes that don't have any pupils. They're just pure gold. And you see that they're two standing next to each other, and they seem to be talking to a few people around the bar.
These two guys?
Yeah, those two right there.
All right, we'll go walk over.
You see that the tall one goes, "Hello, it is nice to meet you.
I'm Dragonborn.
My name is Onyxborn, and this is my friend Brelhelm."
So, tell me about this goat you fought.
Well, it was you see that the other one has started to speak up. It's less of a goat and more of Baelors. Do you know what they are?
Baylors, is that what you said?
Yes, Baelors. They're these large bull-like creatures with they have giant flaming wings, swords made of fire with electrical whips. I mean, they have electrical swords with whips made of fire. It's been a long time since I fought them because we did banish them.
Yeah. No.
I used to be part of a group called the Lux Fadals.
Nope.
Roll a history check.
Or like they lux fade away.
It's Elvish, so I wouldn't be surprised that you don't know it. You have heard of them. The Lux Fadals is a group that was about 50 years ago. They, two Baelors threatened the region, and they were basically like an adventuring group, and they killed the two Baelors, and then something happened, and they just like disappeared. They didn't disappear, but they no longer functioned as a group. They kind of like broke apart.
I've heard of that group. I don't recall you two being a part of it.
Well, then you weren't paying too close attention because we were some of the original members. Lux Fados. We did many things: kill a white dragon, kill Baelors. It was a great time.
I've killed the white dragon. Yeah, they're not tough.
Oh, really?
If a dragonborn like me can kill one, then
make a deception check. Okay, I'm not rolling the other dice anymore.
12.
Yeah, you see that he kind of might believe you, but the other person standing next to him is just standing there, like, just shaking his head. He rolled another natural one on. You. I'm not rolling that dice anymore.
You guys, so if you're a part of that group, you guys haven't been around for 50 years or
something. Yes, we were a part of that group, but we disbanded about 50 years ago.
What was that?
You broke up. You broke the band up, huh?
You see, kind of like he goes from being very like excited to being a little bit deflated. He goes, well, you know what? I think that's a story for a different time. It doesn't matter. We're just no longer part of a group anymore.
Well,
All right,
you were
man.
telling stories about. You were telling stories. Why do you want to stop?
It's not that I don't want to stop telling stories. I just don't think it's just not as fun as my other stories.
So what brought you here?
Well, me and my friend General Onyxborn, and he goes just Onyxborn, we are heading to Hartstrem. I'm sure you've heard of us. We're members of the council, and since the time of war has increased and shit like that, we are required to be there.
Hmm.
Roll another history check, whoever wants to.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Both of you can if you want to.
2.
We've never heard of these guys before. Natural 20.
Ildren
Hey,
got a nat 20. That's Ildren. He's listening.
Yeah, Ildren, you know that General Onyxborn is the head of the Gilded Wings army. He's like, gives commands, trains all them, and Brelhelm is the head of the Crownsmen, which are the city guard. So, two very important figures in the council.
I've heard of you, says Ildren.
I'm not surprised. Our names get around.
I did not realize that you were members of the group that took down.
Yes.
That is very impressive.
Well, I mean, not really too impressive. We didn't. It doesn't matter.
Well,
So, what are you guys doing here?
We're traveling this through here to see an old friend, and
That's good.
we ran into an old foe, so to speak.
Ooh, that's not good. Did you kill him?
No, we may let him live. We haven't
No,
decided.
Sitting in
be
the
illegal?
corner right over there.
Which corner? There's 4 in this room.
It's
One of the corners.
it's no matter. He is not none of your worry. But what brings you guys here? Why are you all the way here?
Well, as much as the Crownsmen and the Gilded Wings hate it, we prefer to travel on our own. We can protect ourselves pretty well, and the barrage of escorts just gets annoying after a while.
Yes, but
We're
what?
adventurers after all, so.
But why
And
would
Merc's Rest is the best place to get a fight.
I would agree? That's I guess kind of what brought us this way. But
Yes, we are up next for if a incursion happens. Which you guys know, if an incursion is basically when something comes out of the Zelud woods, like usually a creature, then you can have adventurers. They will go and fight it, and you can bet on who will win. Happens a lot. This entire town is just built off of fighting beasts that come out of the Zelud woods. And we're also here to meet somebody else, but that's not important. He should be arriving, kind of looks around soon. No.
Who are you waiting for?
Another member of the council. So you guys are adventurers, I assume? You're all traveling together?
You
yes,
could say that.
I am Ildren.
What's the name of your group?
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you.
It's a lot better.
Way better.
I'm literally sitting in my laundry room. Like I move my PC all ghetto, and it's sitting here on the floor. Like,
Holy
it's on the floor,
crap!
just so I can play. All right, let's go.
Okay,
Wait,
so you
got a great
Biscuit.
got a great
do
signal.
you need me to re-describe anything?
Yes, just a little bit, please.
Okay, so there's this dude telling stories about the bar. They went up and talked to him. Turns out he's Brelhelm Lorre, the dude you guys were supposed to meet. And he's a member of the council, and he used to be part of this group called the Lux Vedas, which is a group of heroes that 50 years ago drove off 2 Baylors that attacked the country. And one of them's like a shorter half-elf dude, and the other one's an 8-foot tall, he's an Earth Ganassi. And he just has like pure black skin with like this golden metal just in his skin, and like these 2 golds of metal that just go from the back of his head. And he's kind of just standing there drinking with a giant hammer next to him.
Okay.
So yeah, they're talking to him right now. So what are your guys' name and what's the name of the group? There's always the best part about meeting Anubis. It's a good name.
I am Ildren.
I thought so.
Good name too.
I'm Dragonborn. They call
That's
me
terrible
Enix.
He's Dragonborn, and I'm a tomb.
Good name. And what's the name of your adventuring group, or have you not had a name yet? You've not earned one. What's the name of your adventuring group? Be very interested.
We are the Harbingers.
Oh, yes. Just kidding.
Harbingers of.
Of whatever we choose to do at the time, I guess.
That's a terrible name.
We have been the Harbingers of...
You do realize Harbingers means like bringer of bad things. It's not really a good name for a group of heroic adventurers. If you're going for Harbingers of evil, then go for it.
Well, to be
I
honest,
like-
it was that name was given to us by a member who's no longer with us, so it's probably time to pick a new name.
Do you know what Lux Fedal stands for?
I do not.
It's
No, don't
Elvish
you
for
gonna tell
freer.
us?
It's Elvish for freer of the poor. We were given that name when our group rescued a bunch of slave elves in the mixed colonies. It was not a name that we chose, it was a name that we earned.
Yes.
Might want to do the same. Just a suggestion, you can stick with Harbingers, but
I've killed a lot of guys. That's all I'm saying. I
Hey.
think Harbinger of Death is pretty good.
you can stick with it if you want, but
I might
In
be
my
called
humble
Flame Boy. I don't know. Just kidding.
Flame Boy. We did have a girl with us that was on fire.
Well, I am...
Fire?
Paylor guides our way, so...
Harbingers of Palor. Nope, this doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Yes, you're true.
It's an oxymoron, really.
The Titans of Palor.
Ooh, Titans. That's a good base to work off of.
Yes, I like that.
Titans. I wouldn't go with the Titans, though.
How about-
on the nose?
Dragonborn and his friends.
That's a terrible name. I've literally never heard a worse adventuring group, and
Oh,
I've met
great.
Who said I
That-
was your friend, oh man?
That is a terrible
Jeez,
name.
You are certainly a group of adventurers, that is true.
Till I took an arrow to my knee.
The Adventurers and the Dragonborn.
Well, no rush to come up with your name now. I'm sure you'll either meet somebody that will call you something, or you'll come up with it by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've been called a lot of things. I can't. Probably not a good thing for a name.
Bet you they all haven't been that good.
Well deserved, I assume. Like, Dragonborn the lover.
Make a...
Dragonborn the pleaser of... Never mind, I can't say that out loud.
So everybody notices as this giant. So Onyxborn, General Onyxborn is tall. He's like 8 feet tall. You see a 9-foot dude walk down the stairs over here. He's a. Hold on, let me get his description so I don't mess anything up. You see a 9-foot tall male. He has just this white pale skin, wearing this kind of like hide-ish armor. And he has like orc-like tusks that come from both parts of his mouth, like the upper and lower. Hold on. I'll describe it when Beast gets. So you guys see as this giant 9-foot tall male comes walking down from the stairs with this full white coarse-like skin, almost like it's a faded bone, kind of like that. That's what it looks like. Orc-like tusks coming from the upper and lower parts of his mouth. He has gray, coarse hair on his head and kind of like matted into dreads. And he's wearing leather-like plate mail armor, but the thing that sticks out the most is he has 4 arms. 2 coming from the top, and then kind of like that race from Mortal Kombat that has 4 arms. And he's pretty built. And he has these like 4 machetes, 2 on his front and 2 on his back. And he's wearing this almost like cloak that is of a panther-like creature that has like 2 legs that are like come together in the front, and then it like trails off in the back. Ildren, you recognize him, or you recognize this type of people. They're called a Quadvikins. They are of the mixed colonies.
Ah,
They are the main reason that Aventharon's at war. Like, the fact that you see one here is holy shit, because they're basically like the head race of the mixed colonies.
they're good.
Depends. From their point of view, they're good.
Or what would I think based on their?
They're some of they're basically their tribes are the most ancient on the mixed colonies, but they're good. Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on your point of view.
Yeah.
You've not had bad experiences with most of them. You've also not had bad experience with most people from Aventharion.
True.
But because of the arcane Protoss and because of Sanguine, these two countries are at war. So, and you see as he walks down, everybody gets a little bit quiet, and the two crownsmen there just keep their eyes on him. But he kind of walks, and everybody is like staring at him as he walks, and he sits down in the big stool. You see that this dude that was like hearing from the story from Brelhelm just runs and sits over here away from him.
Mildred's gonna get up and go over to him.
You see Sweet Straw gets this giant plate of just like this. It's basically like a boar that's mostly cooked, and she just brings it and sets it off in front of him and then walks away.
Hello, friend.
You see as he sits down ready to eat, he kind of looks at you and goes, "How may I help you?"
What brought you from the mixed colonies to here?
Why is that any of your...
Ask him, what is your name?
He gets on this.
Start going throwing axes over here.
7.
Over here.
Yeah, you see that they're throwing knives and stuff and like shooting a small wolf. So yeah, you can do that.
27.
You see, he says, "My name is Jafaris, or Great Bow Jafaris of the Bone Cage." With your history check, yeah, you would. So, a great bow means he is proficient in the use of a great bow, which means he's a good warrior. Quadvikin have these giant great bows that they use like all 4 of their arms to use, and it's very difficult to use even for a Quadvikin. So the fact that he puts his title has great bow in it means he's a really good warrior. And then the Bone Cage is a tribe that is that lives in this giant skeleton of a titan, basically.
Nice.
So you know of that tribe. And his name is Jafaris.
Jafaris, will you come from a very honorable tribe? It is a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
It's good to see somebody from the mixed colonies in this area. What brings you this way?
I have shamed my tribe.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How did? Oh, I'm not even over there.
I mean, you can be if you want. It's not that big of a deal.
I got super ears.
I mean, yeah, everybody has quiet down since he's walked down, and like they're all keeping their eye on him because it's kind of like, you know, it's basically kind of like an enemy of Aventharion, but the fact that he's here, yeah.
Well,
So what are you guys doing as you watch him?
I'm gonna ask him, how long have you been here?
I have been here for 3 years.
And why do you say you've shamed? Are you ashamed?
That is none of your business.
yes, well, pardon my friend.
Fair
He
enough.
is not seen one of your kind. He's very curious.
Getting
But
used to that.
well, I just wanted to offer you greetings from a friend of the mixed colonies. Please feel free to, reach out to us if there's anything we could help you with.
I will not, but thank you.
Yes, it was a pleasure to meet you.
You see that he just goes back to like eating this giant. He's eating a lot of meat, basically. There's a giant boar in front of him.
All right, I'm gonna talk to this guy, and I'll be like,
I'm
We
gonna go back with Beast.
we were actually sent to speak with you.
Come through.
Oh, really? And who sent you here?
Who was it? The king?
It was the King's Guard, kind of. It was his personal protector. Let me get the name real quick. Draclus. Draclus.
Dracula sent us.
You see, he kind of laughs. Told that fucker he would get spotted. Well, I don't have any work right now, but I'm sure I could. We just got here, so I could probably ask my men around, see if they have any contracted work or anything I could hire you for.
Yes,
Might take me a bit, but I'm sure you could find work. You look around, and I'll probably come up with something.
we'll be around. He was not, to be fair, he was not easy to spot. We just are used to watching our backs, and they look suspicious, and yeah, you can't pass the eyes of the Dragonborn. That is true. He did. Enix is the one who spotted him.
Can I try to sneak by Enix?
I'm trying to sneak by Enix. Make a perception check real quick, Anubis, actually. And a 2, make a perception check.
Okay.
Mouse is so far down.
14.
And then Anubis.
Perception.
Yep.
14 as well.
So both you notice that this dude, this crownsman, kind of leaves, and then you notice that somebody else comes and replaces him. But they put up a poster, right? Like there's like a small board right there that has like a bunch of posters on it. And they put up it's kind of like a wanted poster, and you're like, you look at it and you're like, that looks familiar. It's like,
Okay,
the person
I'm
on the
gonna
wanted poster
walk it.
Let me pull up my notes real quick. Sorry, my notes are like.
Is it Barian?
Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Wanted for a blue dragonborn. Looks very similar to Enix. It doesn't give a name though. It just says that they have many aliases, and it says they are to be brought to Dementor Manor.
Dementor Manor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it off the wall.
Yeah, you rip it down easily enough. You kind of the other guard seems to be distracted, but that's how it's spelled though. I'll put it in chat.
I'm just gonna kind of roll it up and start scurrying my way over to Enix.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to Enix as well.
Yeah, both of you see that poster, but luckily you tore it down before anybody else could see it. So
I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder. Hey, you're famous.
Yeah, I know. Famous everywhere I go.
Not like for real. You're famous. I kind of peek it open just a little bit so you can see it.
okay, you see a wanted poster that has your face on it.
Can you read?
It's
The
not
hell?
100% accurate, but you can tell that they were going for Enix.
The hell is this?
You recognize the
Nose
last name.
right, I
You're
know.
popular, like we just said.
You know what Dementor Manor is. Dementor Manor. You know what that one is.
What's that one?
It's where your family's from. It's the manor that your family owns.
Oh, yeah.
Your Dementor.
So is there a bounty on this
Yeah,
wanted
2,000
poster?
gold. 2,000 gold to be brought
so,
alive to Dementor Manor.
Look, I know you're probably not wanting to go, but that's free cash for us, man. I'm saying, let's just scurry on over there.
Wait, hold on. That's my family.
So they can give us a free 2,000 gold just to give you over? Okay, come on.
Hold on.
I start kind of pulling him.
Come
on.
If I agree to this, I get half.
25.
Half.
40.
That's fair.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, hold on. You don't even know where you're
Your
going.
lair is far away. It's really far away. It's up near
Let's
Hartford
go.
by all the other war
And then I'm gonna smack both of them and like, guys, come on, get a hold of yourself. We need to figure out
You're not
why.
part of this. Let's go.
And
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna push Anubis.
I'm gonna stand firm. You ain't gonna move me. No budge.
Make a strength check, both of you. I make a
16.
strength check,
What do you
Anubis.
get?
He got 16.
Hold on. It's trying to. It's very hard to control a mouse so far away. Here we go.
Yeah, he pushes you. You step back a bit. See, Sweet
As
Strong
I
says, "Hey, no
push him-
fighting in here. The fighting is
as
to be taken
As I
outside."
push him, I say, hey, get a hold of yourself.
Hey, look, man. If I got 40% of 2,000, that'd be the most money I've ever gotten from my family.
I pushed him back.
You see that you get pushed back and you stumble on the table, and Sweet Strong goes, "I told you no fighting in here. I will kick you out. Don't make me."
They're not fighting.
Is he on the?
I'm gonna push
Is he on the
him
floor
in
yet?
back.
I told you no fighting. You see Onyxborn kind of steps up and he steps in between you guys.
I
and
lean
he
over
goes,
to.
listen to the lady.
I turn around and I kind of put my shoulder or my like elbow on the bar, and I just say, "Look here, sugar puss. I'll give you. I'll give you. All right, sugar puss." I slide over a platinum and just say, "Let me handle my business real quick."
If this results in any broken furniture, it's going to cost more than this little pitiful coin. And she flicks it back to you.
All right, I rage.
You see Onyxborn kind of steps up and he like stands in between you and she goes and he says, "She told you not to fight in here. If you're going to fight, take it outside."
You gonna light my sword on fire?
Oh, shit.
Are you gonna walk outside or are you staying in here?
Hold on.
I'm gonna say you be outside to the guy that got in the way.
Oh, you're saying it to Onyxborn?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look at the, look at
Well,
chat.
he's gonna die.
Constitution save for 11.
Do you throw it at him?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Okay.
right at both of
Usually
them.
it's like a cloud, but I'll say you can direct it.
Oh,
It's like
knocked me
you say
the-
you,
out.
me, outside, and then you see Ildren just throws his sleeping powder at you, and he fall and.
Could
the
I
sword
hit?
lights
Could I?
fire and he-
Yeah.
Onyxborn wasn't making any sense. He was telling him to go outside. You see Onyx just lifts him up. I will go put them outside, and he walks over very easily, like not even struggling to lift Anubis, and he just.
I'd be
outside.
like, yeah.
He kind of like he doesn't like actually throw you down. He sits you up against the building. He's very like gentle.
Eldrin's gonna.
sit right here.
Eldrin's gonna be like, I
You see Brelon
apologize.
goes, "You guys are certainly an adventuring group. I'll tell you that."
Yes, I will go get him. All right, I'm gonna go out with him.
Okay, you see that he's kind of set up against the building, just sleeping. Eventually, you also notice that Jafaris walks out and like heads towards deeper into the camp, but he ends up leaving.
As he's headed out, can I say something to him as he's going?
Yeah.
Jafaris,
Yes.
is there anything that I can help you with to return you to honor?
He says no, and he continues
sorry.
to walk.
All right,
That
well,
kind of honor.
I wish you well.
He just keeps walking. Actually, he goes back upstairs. You see he's walking out with a giant bow that's almost as tall as him, and like five. They kind of look like spears, but you know they're arrows for the great bow, but they're like really big arrows. They're kind of like the great bows from Dark Souls, the dragon, the ones that you have to like place on the floor, stuff like that. They're kind of like that, but they're really big. So he walks out with this giant bow after he goes back upstairs.
May Paylor bless you in your travels.
He continues to walk off.
All right. I'll reach down and wake Anubis
Wake up,
up.
but yeah, you can just you just slap him and he wakes up.
What happened?
Your rage has faded and your sword is no longer on fire because you went unconscious. But other than that, you're the same.
Well, you hit the floor.
Whoa.
Apparently, you're very unrested. You needed some sleep. You were not yourself. You were not yourself in there.
That trunk boy gets on my nerves.
I understand that. That accent alone is. Yes, he is. He is fine though. He means well. He is.
Yeah, sure.
Trust me, much better than the party that we've had previously.
I walk over and I kind of like shrug it off and then just start playing with Spike.
Yeah, Spike seems happy.
I'm glad that I have you alone though. We need to decide what we want to do with Gallon. Do we work with him or do we settle the score once and for all?
See this like
Slimy
dark skin,
prick.
this dark skinned elf kind of walks by you inside the bar.
Did I notice anything was in before he walked through?
Yeah, roll a perception check. He's not a dark elf. He is just from. He is of like darker skin, though. You notice that he has. He's wearing. He's actually no. He's not wearing. He's not wearing anything that marks him as a member of any of the mercenary groups. But he has a darker tan skin with very pointy elven hair or elven ears. He has black hair that goes into a long braid on his back with piercing green eyes. He's wearing leather armor with these green braces that kind of wrap around like vines. He also has these glowing tattoos almost that radiate like sunlight on his eyes. And you notice that there's like actually no, these ones are green. They radiate like green light on his they kind of like are tattooed around his eyes and like all intrinsically through any part of exposed skin you see that he has these almost like glowing like green tattoos.
Fancy. Okay, back to the conversation. Slimy prick. What is your opinion?
Unfortunately, I think I would agree with Enix on this one, which I hate to say.
Want to work with him?
Yeah, having our enemies close is probably the thing to do.
Keep a wary eye, but I'll go with you.
I just ask that, you keep your flame sword close and fixed if we see him. Keep your eyes
Don't
fixed
worry.
on him.
All that would be on him is my eyes. I'm just kidding.
All right, well, I say we go get. Well, you can stay here. Stay with Spike. I will go in and get the other two.
All right.
All right, I'll head in.
I continue to play with Spike.
Yep, easily enough.
Is there a place to stay that's not this place?
Kind of. Depends. They have areas to camp set up around.
We'll do.
You guys have
Is there,
camping
like-
supplies. You could set up a camp.
We'll do that.
Is there houses around too, or
So there's houses, but there's a lot of tents and stuff set up, like mobile tents, because a lot of the people here usually don't stay.
just kind of travel?
Yeah, so there's a lot of places to set up a camp.
I wanna go to like. Is there a close by house?
Yeah,
Like house? I want to see
Yeah.
who like lives here. Like
because
lives in
there's
this place.
the bar is kind of at the center of where all the houses start. I can show you the map. So that's the tavern right there. So you guys are all right over there. And then there's a good amount of buildings and a good amount of like areas for camp.
All right. Well, I wanna hit up just across the field, that first house. Then
So yeah, it's a small, almost like 2-person maybe cottage.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. Knock on the door. Eventually, a human opens it up and he goes, "Yes, hello." It's like this kind of like older looking human with this graying hair, a male. And he goes, "How may I help you?"
Is the guy?
Yeah.
I'm traveling through, and I was wondering if I could get a little more knowledge on this village. And I saw you had a home here, so I thought maybe the best person to ask would be somebody that's probably settled down.
Okay. Do you do this to every village? You just knock on random people's doors?
Yeah, why not? Get to know people.
Roll persuasion check.
It's always good to have a friend. The worst thing I'm good at.
You see, he goes, "There's the tavern. You can talk to people there," and he closes it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the next house. Trick.
Just roll a general persuasion check. Another one. Actually, no. With that one,
Somebody
you
was.
keep going to houses, and they all basically say the same thing. Like you get the sense that these people that live here don't. They can get it. They immediately assume you're part of a mercenary group trying to hire them. It's like there's that type of feel around. They just, they're kind of like the people that are always mad with the tourists that come through their village. They're like that.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to a tent.
Hold
Because
on, we're
you're in the
inside.
bar.
Okay, let me go
Yeah,
back in
go
and
back
get
to the
these
bar.
guys.
Everybody else is in the bar.
All right. We should go find a place to camp. I will turn to these guys. We will be out to the west of the tavern, camped there. If you need us, we will be
We'll
there.
probably be here drinking. We have to be here for, what is it, another week before we head off, General? And you see Onyxborn goes, "Yes." Doesn't seem to talk a lot, General Onyxborn.
Man of few words.
Few words in conversation, but many
Don't-
words with his hammer in battle.
Don't get enough. These are going off by themselves. Hold on. Come
Yes,
with me,
seems like you need
Enix.
to keep the leash on both of them.
Apparently.
Have fun. Roll a
you.
perception check, Ildren. And Enix, since you're both leaving the last.
That is Ildren. That is Enix.
Okay. Enix, you notice that these 3 people, those 3 over there, you've seen them before. That is Arma.
On the boat.
They're not from the boat.
No, those are the. Is that the half orc? Or the orc?
It's not the half orc. No, it's Arma, Cedric, and Misha. They were the ones that you met in the woods that had a traveling mage with them.
Yes.
Child.
Is that the child?
Yeah. See that she is talking to the elf that walked in. But you just recognize him.
I'm gonna point them out to Ildren.
Yeah, Ildren recognizes them too after being pointed out to.
We must warn them. Let me go speak to them quickly. And then I'll speak to our friend. He's gonna go over there. Which, the lady, she's the one that is the most reasonable.
The other one, I mean, she talks, but she, with her sword, or she has an axe and a shield, actually, I think.
Hello again.
Oh, you see, she kind of turns away and she goes, "Oh, Elgoth, I'll continue talking to you later." And he kind of says, "Okay," and then he acknowledges and walks off. And looking at her, has this black hair. She looks a little bit different, wearing like her hair is a little bit done up differently. You also notice that she, different from last time, has these golden-like tattoos, similar to the other dude that you saw. Instead of being green, though, they're glowing like golden all around her skin. She goes, "It is fancy seeing you guys here again."
It is rather strange,
seeing you
actually.
guys generally, not here.
I just wanted to say that, we are Glad to see you are safe. I
Same
fear.
with you. I know our last time we met was a little bit weird, but
Yes, well. I just wanted to tell you to be careful. We ran into some of the leader of the school. What's the name of that?
he's not the leader, but you ran into a member of the Arcane Protoss.
Yeah, a member of the Arcane Protoss, and
Yes, that's why we're here. This is one of the few places that they don't visit as often. It's more of a free city, I guess you could say.
well, we had they had asked about if we had ran into anybody, and unfortunately, we were fooled into taking some sort of scrying. And we had spoken of our meeting. We did not mention your names or who exactly you were, so they may not have gotten it. But
Well,
we fled.
We haven't been assailed, so
All
I
right, well,
assume we are safe. But thank you for the warning.
yes, and wanted to give you Palor's blessing and hope that you protect the kid. I understand.
Trying our best.
Well, it's good to see you. Glad to see you are safe.
Yeah, I hope to see you again too.
Well, we will be here.
As will we for a bit too.
Out camping. All right, we'll be safe.
And she kind of says the same to you, and she heads back to the group. See that Gallon is still there, watching you.
All right, Enoch's gonna go. Hey.
You see that the half orc is, or not half orc. She's a pale orc, full orc. I forgot. She's just sitting there, drinking, kind of like slouched, not really sitting like professionally. She looks at you and she goes, "What?
You know, for an orc, you ain't bad.
For a dragonborn, you're just as stupid."
Yep. Their personality is
glad we could
is
on the same level.
it really you know, I'm just saying, one night with the Dragonborn.
No, I've sunk my axe into a lot of dragonborns before. I don't think you're going to be that different. So I
Yeah.
think I'll pass.
I'm just saying, wouldn't mind sinking something into pale orc.
She said axe.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
My tent will be on the.
Actually, no, it's not good to see you again, to be honest.
Just so you know, I'll be pitching a tent just right outside if you want to come by and. You know what I mean?
I will never go outside ever again, I think. I think you have stopped me from ever going outside. Good job.
Well, probably good for your skin to stay inside, being all pale and stuff.
Actually, she just turns away and starts drinking. Yeah, you see Gallon sitting there with the rest of the Crescent Swords. Back so soon. Told you had time to think.
Yeah, well.
I didn't even get to threaten you if you said no. So, it's fine.
Well, maybe I came to threaten you by saying yes.
Oh, are you agreeing then?
Well, I just think that this arrangement we have currently is going nowhere. And it's going to lead to us killing you, maybe killing us. I doubt that would happen, but...
it would be so exciting, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Battle for the ages. Two trained groups going after each other.
Right.
Right in the storybooks.
Yes. I've read many of them, and the ones I have read, Palor's champions typically win. So we will.
Some different stories.
We will be camped here.
As will we.
Well,
the Crescent Swords in general will be here, but we'll be here too.
I trust that this means we'll be taking off your list.
It wasn't really a list. It was just, people we didn't like. Don't need a list for that. I will get word to my higher-ups that you have agreed, and hopefully soon we will be able to get a job or something for you from this new ally. They said they met you once before. Very interested. Spoke very highly of you. It's going to be interesting.
Any idea you can give me as to who it is?
I'm afraid this person isn't too much about being out in the open. You may have met them, but you may not have known you met them. That's how it was when they approached our group.
We have met many people that and things.
Well, I hope to see you around a bit more.
Yes, well, when you follow us and you catch what is in our wake, then yes, I guess you will stumble upon stuff every once in a while. All right, I look forward to seeing you, and this time not trying to kill you.
Hopefully.
Right. Let's go. Hey man, I think the orc's into me. Just so you know, I want my own tent.
Yeah, so you walk outside, and what are you guys doing now?
I'm gonna walk to a tent.
Okay, there's some tents right next to the building, right over there.
Yeah, I walk to this one.
You see a you see kind of like a big tent that has like a few smaller tents there, and there's a few people that are injured laying down inside the big tent. You see something that has like the symbol hanging above the big tent is like two hands clasped together, kind of like this. What do you do?
I'm gonna ask him, what happened to you guys?
You asking one of the injured people?
Them, or I guess
Oh,
someone else
there's
taking
injured
care
people,
of
and then
them.
there's like people that are tending to them.
Yeah, I'm talking to the person that's attending to him.
All right. You see this half elven female. I did not
Mm.
put female. She kind of has this like blonde hair with these blue eyes. She has a symbol of Pelagus around her neck, and she kind of says, "Oh, these were just injured from the most recent excursion from the Zelud Woods, and we are helping tend to their wounds. Are you injured too? Do you need any help from the healers of all?"
No, I'm not injured at all. I was just saw
Sounds good.
everybody and was wondering what was going on.
Oh, well, you're welcome to help. We are always looking for volunteers and the healers of the old gods.
No, thank you. I'm just gonna walk away.
Well, if anybody in your group is willing to help, we could always use it. Fucking mercenaries.
Hey, where's Anubis?
I'll walk in.
You walk into the tent.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see them over there by there's a tent with they kind of have like Ilgen would notice this too. There's like these kind of like banner flags that have like a bunch of different gods on them, and one of them is Palor.
I'll walk in.
Healers of the old
I'll
gods,
follow
yeah.
in behind him.
So you walk over. Yeah, there's just a bunch of like let me turn off this tavern music.
So what exactly is it that you needed help with?
Well, my name is Ellis Lesnier. We are the healers of the old gods. We tend to any wounds that need to be healed or anything like that, free of charge. We are a traveling group of healers trying to set up a permanent residency somewhere in Aventharan. But right now we have had little success just starting out, so. But
I gotcha.
Mertzrest,
I do I recognize one with a Palor or a Pelagus symbol?
yeah, you see that Ellis Lesnier has a Pelagus symbol.
I see.
You don't know who she is, but you recognize her, or you recognize the symbol. It's a Pelor symbol.
I see you are a follower of Pelagus.
Yes, many of us here are followers of different gods. We are healers of the old gods. People come to our group for redemption in the light of whatever god they choose to believe. And she kind of goes, she points to a male dwarf that seems to be healing somebody. His name is Krieg. He was a prisoner in Demis Ire, and he was labeled an unredeemable sneak thief. But through our group, he found redemption. Unlag was she points to another one that has this symbol of the arcane worm. He used to be a broker for the Thieves Guild, or for a Thieves Guild. Rickson over there was actually no, never mind. Forget that. Forget I said Rickson. Gil over there was you see this kind of like male with like blue skin, and he has like these fins on his forearms and like these gills on the side with these like webbed feet and webbed hands. He was part of a cult that sacrificed people alive. We've all done bad things here, but through faith we've been redeemed. So we try not to judge too much here.
Yes, Well, is there anything I can help with? And I'm gonna show her. I'll be all well, being a follower of Paylor.
That is good. We actually have been looking for help. One of our members, Rickson, he's a male half-orc. He went to the west. No, he went to the east. Opposite side. East. Looking for a elder moss. We use it to make healing salves and such. It's been a week and he has not returned. He heard of elder moss near this lake. And so we sent him off to search, as he was the most capable, but he has not come back, and he should have by now.
And you
Do you know how far this lake is?
It's only at most a half a day's, maybe a bit more travel, from what we heard.
What time is it right now?
You guys getting a little bit late.
So we could probably make it like a quarter of the way there, halfway there.
If you wanted to, yes.
I'd say we just go. Might as well.
Yes, I say we could help you.
That would be good. We definitely could use the help. We're a small group, only 5 members, and 4 without him, so it would help a lot to have him back.
Yes,
We're
well,
on the case. Just kidding.
anything for some fellow Paylor
We
worshippers.
don't have much to reward you, but if you bring him back, and if there is elder moss, we could craft a few healing potions, maybe, or pretty sure one of us could come up with something to pay you back with.
Yes, well,
We'll do
We'll
it.
come to that later on.
we're not worried
You're not
about.
even in here. Get out of here, elephant boy.
We're not.
I stepped in as you guys were talking.
We're not worried about a reward, but our group will help. Does anybody need healing that we can help with? Or
I think we have it covered. There hasn't been an excursion for a bit. There should be one, probably recently. It's not good when we go days without that. So,
Well, I'd say let's set off in that direction, and we'll be back as soon as we can.
all right, I'm gonna give them 2 platinum.
yeah, they take donations. So she's like, thank you very much. We'll put this to good use.
From Paylor himself, and
Oh,
I'm gonna show her my necklace.
I've never seen anything like that. That's very intricately crafted.
Well, this is, and you will appreciate this. This is an actual
Today
piece of
is the
Paylor's
first day
armor.
of the rest of your life.
So your eyes kind of like, I've never thought I would lay my eyes upon a metal made from that. That is extraordinary. You are very lucky to have that.
Paylor guides us and
That is good.
has blessed me with this.
I hope he can guide you to Rickson. He's a good
Blessed
member.
too. And you said how far away is it?
About a little bit more than half a day's travel.
Okay.
Is there anything in there before we leave? Is there anything that's like physical labor that they might need done really quickly? Lifting.
Not here, no.
I'm just gonna leave the half bottle I have left of that one of my special bottles I got from the thieves thing.
She goes, okay, well, we can, we'll use this as
What
a
you might need it?
cleanser or
Yes.
something. Disinfectant.
Nullifying.
Thank you. I appreciate that you will look for a friend. If you need a place to stay, you could set up camp around here.
We'll head out right now. We'll get as far as we can. Faster the better.
Yes, we will be back shortly, hopefully. within a day, I suspect, if we find him quickly.
Onward.
You guys want to do anything
Not
before you
Spike.
set off?
Fly. Just kidding.
Nope. I said
You
we
guys want to
just
look
head
around,
out.
or yeah? So yeah,
I'm ready.
Look around when we come back.
go to Abertheran. So yeah, so that's Solid Woods to the left, but they needed you to go to the west, which is that way. So you guys are actually like down here. So you kind of walk. Right. Who's leading the way?
I'll lead the way.
No, it's
That's Anubis's job. Try and take his job.
it's me.
I'm sorry, Anubis, but remember who won a fight a couple
All
hours ago?
right. We are not.
Yeah. So you guys head there. Do you guys want to push in a little bit tonight to get, like, how far do you guys want to travel?
Yeah, we want to get.
You want to get there tonight? Or...
Yeah, I say we do. I say we get there tonight. What do you think?
Let's push it. Let's push it.
Okay. With that check, eventually you travel through the woods. It's a lot of it's on like the main path that heads towards Deathwalker's valley. But you guys don't nearly go as even close to that, but the main path that goes through there. Eventually you find a side path that splits off. She gives you directions basically. A side path that splits up into the northern part of the green stretch. Heading through there, your paths eventually meet. It's getting pretty close to nighttime. Let me get the right music on. Ambience music. We'll do that. You're setting off into the woods in the middle of the night. The sound of the woods around you. And eventually the path gives way to a bridge that is broken, and you come across a lake. So you see where there used to be a bridge that seems to have fallen. And from the directions she gave you, this is definitely the lake where they had disappeared.
All right, we're gonna look around. Enix is gonna look, see if we can see any tracks or.
Roll a perception check. The lake is pretty... It's more of a swamp area. It's kind of like 10 feet, 15 feet deep.
No. Enix
You see
got it.
Enix is kind of looking around. I can't really find anything. But Anubis, you notice that there is tracks.
It's a lot of water.
Than the others. They're about a week old.
They said he was missing a week.
Yeah,
Do
they
we
said
know
or they're like about a week old. A little bit recent than a week.
Do we know how deep this is?
So back here it's kind of like 5 feet deep, but as soon as you get over here, it's like 10 to 15 feet deep, depending on how close you get to the center island. But the deepest it gets is 15 feet.
Is it really dark now?
It is dark, yes. So it's kind of hard to see, but you guys have means of making light. So it's not. I'm not gonna like impose that because you guys have so much magic and stuff to make light.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
well,
here for
I'll just
fire,
follow the tracks in whatever direction.
Oh yeah, the tracks kind of lead up to the bridge, like,
I'm gonna
and then
light my
bridge is broken.
sword and kind of just have it out in front like a torch.
Okay. Yeah, you see these giant lily pads, and the broken bridge that goes towards the center of the island, and then.
Can I see why it's broken? Was it physically broken?
Make an investigation check. Looking at it, it seems to be a combination of rot, like, and old age. Just it being like an older bridge.
Am I able to leap that?
Roll an athletics check. All right, so you kind of take a running jump, and you end up making it about there before you fall into the water. But yeah, you're able to swim, so you're a little bit wet. Your sword does not go out though because it's magic fire.
Can I swim across as well?
Easily enough, yeah. You kind of use your trunk as a snorkel and you're able to swim.
Scoot up.
Hey, Anubis, watch this.
Okay, I'm gonna
As I fall in the water.
Yeah, you make it a little bit farther than him, but
That's how you dive, is what I meant. Swim across.
splash.
Eldrin will just swim across.
Okay, what's on the side?
the bridge kind of continues. You see where the wooden planks used to be, and they're kind of like overgrown with this wooden moss and stuff. Make another perception check.
Is this moss the moss they're looking for?
Make a nature check if you want. Okay. You see various tracks of other animals and stuff. But yeah, there's elder moss on this center island right here. This is definitely the elder moss they were looking for.
As much as I can.
Yeah, easily enough. You guys have a bag of holding, so it's not too difficult. Make another nature check to see how much you can grab. Just to see like how good you are harvesting it. Yeah. 11. You damage some of the roots and stuff, so but you don't damage it too badly, and it will continue to grow here even after harvesting it. But you're able to get 2 bundles, we'll say 2 bundles of elder moss, which is a good amount.
Should I
Very
see
good amount.
tracks?
What are you guys doing as you?
We're following, looking to see if we see any tracks or any sign of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Make a. So you're kind of just like looking. Where are you looking?
I'll head towards Center Island and look.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just kind of. I'm dropping in behind him.
What's your guys' passive perception?
Mine is 11.
13 and 13.
Okay.
2?
It's 12.
12.
It's your wisdom modifier plus 10.
Oh,
So whatever your plus for wisdom is plus 10.
okay.
Yeah, you guys don't really notice. And you guys make perception checks if you want to. Or investigation checks. Investigation checks if you're looking for specific perceptions, if you're just looking around.
Enix is looking for like recently picked moss where it looks like 12.
Can't see giant.
You see that some of this moss has been eaten by creatures. You don't know by what, but some of it appears to have been eaten. What are you looking for, Tim?
The same thing, I guess.
Yeah, some of it has been eaten by a. You notice that there's looking around. You see that there's kind of marks of like something big being dragged through here, like it was a big creature that kind of moved through.
Is there anything that we can check to like tell what kind of creature it was?
Roll a nature check.
Okay. 18.
Okay. It was the way the drag marks are, you can tell that it has a tail. That's what like mainly made the drag marks. It has, you can tell that this creature has 4 legs, big tail, kind of like a big lizard. Assume something like that. It's pretty big
Okay.
the way the drag marks are. This thing's probably at least 15 to 20 feet in terms of size.
Hmm.
So it's a pretty big creature. Looking around, you are like searching through the dirt, and after digging through the mud for a little bit, you pull out a green scale. It's kind of like that big.
It looked like a dragon scale.
Roll an investigation. It's looking at it. It kind of like feels kind of like plant fibers, almost like a plant skin. So you don't think it would be a dragon scale? It's kind of like a scale made out of like the skin of a thick plant, which is extremely like, you're like, what is that?
I don't know where we're gonna find this guy. What's his name again?
His name is Reckless. Reckless? Hold
I
on.
think his name is
Rickson.
Reckless.
Rickson.
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 That's what it was. Other, I think, yeah, Rickson. He's a half orc.
Hey, Rickson! Where you at, buddy? Nothing.
I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw. You see from one of the lily pads, the center of it splits open, and these like kind of like spines rise up, and this cloud of pink, like dust almost, spreads out through the air. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
9 for Eldrin.
Ildren fails.
What's it from? Like,
17.
Nat 20 for Enix.
Enix succeeds. 17 succeeds. And then Anubis needs to make the wisdom saving throw. Why? In terms of what? For what it's from?
I'm just seeing if I have any.
It's not a spell, technically. I need Anubis to make a wisdom saving throw.
He's not with his headset on yet.
Oh.
I don't know those.
I just need you to make a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Me?
Yeah, you saw that from the lily pads. It kind of like split open down the center, and this like this plume of pink dust spread everywhere.
7.
Pink dust is all of.
So you see rising. You see that the lily pads split off down the center, and kind of like from this creature like giant lizard rises up from the center of that. And you see, if I can find out, hold on, I forgot how Roll20 works.
Oh.
He's facing that way. Yeah, everybody can roll initiative if they want.
What the f is that thing?
I told you I had a lot of time to prepare. I made a homebrew thing.
I'm assuming you don't. I guess they'll roll. Don't forget to click on your character. Why'd you roll with advantage?
He gets advantage on initiative checks.
Oh. Nice.
So he used his surprise round. He got around to surprise. He used that surprise round to do that ability. What did Atum get?
I got 7, so I'm affected by whatever it
A
is.
tomb got 12
Yeah.
initiative. What is it? What does it do?
I will tell you. So you are affected, Ildren. I need you to roll a d10.
No, not Eldrin, Anubis.
Well, when it gets to your turn, I'll have you roll it.
5.
5. So you do not move or take actions this turn. You're under the effects of the confusion. So you see that Ildren's kind of just standing there, like you're kind of like looking at the sparkly dust, just like sitting there confused.
Okay.
Anubis, roll a d10. 8. This creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. Make a melee attack against a tomb. Luckily, you're not raging, and your sword is not on fire, so it's just a basic melee attack.
I am actually sorry for this.
25, does that hit? A tomb, does this 25 hit your armor
Barely.
class?
Barely.
Yes.
Okay, roll damage.
Sorry, buddy.
Well,
Oh,
you're
I
not
didn't
raging,
fire.
so it's just 13.
Take the
Yeah.
fire off.
It's just 13. So, Tomb, you see that Anubis kind of haphazardly just swings his sword towards you, and since you're not expecting it, you take 13 points of damage. I'll minus that for you.
Sorry, buddy.
Enix,
Not my fault.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he did it on purpose, because the way you've seen Anubis fight, he doesn't seem like he's purposely doing it. Enix, what are you doing as you see this kind of like creature that has this like pink lily pad on its back?
Does it look like a dragon?
Looks very dragonoid. Roll a nature check if you want to. Just roll it.
I see it now.
Yeah.
It
This
blended
one
in
you
so
share.
well. Couldn't even see it.
All right.
Its wings look like a lily pad.
16?
It's not a dragon, it's a drake.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's a homebrew thing.
Yeah.
You know drakes. They're smaller than dragons. And they're not given the same level of... I'll tell you more about it after the fight.
That's fine. I am going to... shoot a firebolt at him.
What are you shooting at it?
Firebolt.
Okay.
22.
That hits. Doing firebolt or fireball?
Firebolt. Is
Oh.
it sneak attack?
You don't get sneak attack on your spell though.
I don't know why it did so, because I had it clicked. Sorry.
As you hit it, you see
8.
the fire like hits its scales, and its scales are very moist, and you see that it doesn't seem to do as much damage.
I figured.
So it seems the fire damage does not seem to do.
That's why I did that
But
one
it still
first.
damages it. You see that it still burns it a bit.
Yeah. Alright, then I'm gonna move to here.
Okay, it's gonna go. It's going to. I need to look at its abilities. You see its wings fold back and it goes back underwater. It's going to make a stealth check real quick. With advantage. Okay. It disappears.
What's going on?
A tomb. What are you doing? You don't see it.
I'm gonna move over here. And I guess just look around. Can I
Make
make a
perception check.
perception.
You have to beat a 32 to find it.
7?
You look around, you're like, I don't know where it is.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Ildren, make a wisdom saving throw to see if you can break the effect. You're supposed to make this at the end of your turn, so you were supposed to make one last turn. Hey, no, okay, you're still confused. Roll a d8.
Wait, am I?
A
did
D8?
Or did I?
Sorry,
like,
D10.
pass it? I just-
Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw to Anubis. You were supposed to roll that at the end of your turn, but I forgot.
7.
Okay, he swings, you swing your arm. You hit a tree.
Ow!
Okay.
Yeah, 7.
You're-
Swing my arm. Hit a tree.
Make another wisdom saving throw, Ildren, though, because it's the end of your turn. You're supposed to make it at the end of your turn. I just forgot last time.
18.
You do end up breaking the confusion, though. And then roll a d10, Anubis. Well, roll a d10 before that happens.
Sorry, hold on. I can't click it. D10. Rolling dice is frozen.
Fine.
He's confused.
Yeah.
6,
So-
5, 7, 8, 9.
5.
What's doing?
So yeah, you don't move or take actions this turn, but at the end of your turn, you both break the confusion. So you do end up wasting your turns, but you break the confusion. Enix, what are you doing?
I'm looking around.
Okay, that's gonna take your action to make a perception check. But you have your bonus action and stuff after that. You guys can also hold your action too if you want it.
Well, I'm looking for this thing. I don't want it to come jumping out of...
You look and you don't see it.
Alright. I don't see it! I'm gonna say
Well,
in Draconic.
I don't think they understand Draconic. Like, I don't think your teammates.
I understand Draconic.
No, to this... Come out, you sissy! You hiding like a little girl. I'm gonna say that in Draconic.
Make a
I'm gonna giggle.
persuasion check, intimidation check, intimidation check.
$11.
Okay, you say that. Are you doing anything with your bonus action? You can hide.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hide.
Make a stealth check.
Lucky bastard. Ooh.
Okay. That shouldn't be right. Sorry, it's passive perception on here. You succeed. Just so you know. Okay, it's going to... you see it pops up over here. Well, actually, it pops up right here in front of you, Ildren. And then it's going to use its...
It's gonna nibble you. It's gonna nibble you.
30 foot. Aw, dang it, I thought it was far enough to get you. That's its fault. I need Ildren and Anubis to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
I spent a lot of time creating this yesterday. I had a lot of fun doing it.
I'm sure I failed.
9. 22. Okay.
I am slick. I slide under that, whatever it is, and I'm just kidding.
Ah, shit. I forgot to put its breath attack on its stats. Hold on, I have to pull up its actual
And
thing.
I get
One
an
second.
attack of opportunity. I'm just kidding.
Was it a poison?
Oh, hold on.
It's like a mossy vine net. Just kidding.
I forgot to put its breath attack on its thing, so I have to actually roll the manual dice.
Well, I can have some good ideas.
My horse is gonna run to the rescue and like pounce it. I'm just kidding.
So, Ildren, you take...
Oh.
Ildren, you take 36 piercing damage.
What the fuck?
Not that much, actually.
That's half. That's more than half my hit points.
You take 36 piercing damage, and you are restrained. As it breathes this cone of vines that just come around, and they're like thorned vines. Anubis, you take half of 36 damage.
What with a 22?
So
Yeah, you take half damage,
18.
but you're not restrained.
He rolled a nat 20, just so you know.
Yeah, that's how we've done it. If you get nat 20 on saving throw, you still take half damage.
No, I'm just saying. That's what he rolled.
Yeah. It just means that you automatically succeed even if you have a negative
Is
modifier.
that 16?
Half of 36,
16.
so 18.
18.
18.
And you're not restrained.
This bitch about to get a slap to the face.
But that's all it can do on its turn. So, where is it? Oh, there's like a sticky web. We'll do that for restrained. Just so you know, restrained means your movement speed is 0. Atum, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go further over here.
Alright, what are you doing now? It's your turn.
Puss. He's running.
Um,
He's running. Those peanuts.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stay here.
You're not going to attack it?
I don't have anything to attack it with.
You have your javelins.
My javelin?
Yeah, you have 5
It's like a
javelins.
spear.
That you can throw.
Okay, then I'll throw my javelin. 24.
Yeah, javelin hits. You're going to have to get a little bit closer if you want to throw your javelin, though.
No, he's
Oh.
within range.
He has to be within 30 feet to not have disadvantage.
It says 30 to 120.
Yeah, so he can throw it, but he'll have disadvantage.
Okay.
So, you're it. So roll again because you have disadvantage because you're second range and commit. Just roll one more time.
The javelin?
Yeah, just roll the javelin one more time. Still hits. Yeah, so you do 9 points of damage. It's not resistant to that. Yeah, so you throw it and it sinks into between one of its scales and it hisses at you. You have another attack, so you could throw another javelin.
Yeah, I'll
Just
throw another one.
roll with disadvantage. Because you're in the second range increment.
Within 120?
If he's within 30 feet, it's normal. If he's beyond that, it's not.
Okay.
If you have the sharpshooter feat, you ignore that. So you miss with your second one. Your second one lands in the water. And then one of the javelins blinks back into your blink back thing you have. Ildren, you are restrained. What do you do?
Can I break free?
It's going to take your action to try to.
Well, can I cast while I'm restrained?
I am looking up the restrained. A restrained creature speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. Attack roll against the creatures who are restrained have advantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. You can still cast, yes.
Okay, well, fuck this guy. This guy is getting... Hold on, let me see what I want to do. Alright, lightning bolt.
Okay. Has a roll dex saving throw? Roll damage.
Dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, hold on, I'm typing. Roll damage.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it on my thing. Here we go.
Okay, you cast lightning bolt, and you see that some of the javelin injury where it had, the javelin falls out as the wound closes.
As I shoot him with electricity?
Yeah, doesn't seem like electricity did anything to him. It actually seemed to help him a little bit.
Yeah, see that? Look how many 5s and 6s. What the fuck? Everything I have.
It's a plant creature.
Oh, what's electricity making?
But yeah, the electricity like spreads around the watery, moist scales, and you see that the creature kind of smiles at you. Anubis, what are you doing?
I knew I should have just done my erupting earth.
Now, does fire hurt it then if it's a plant thing?
It seems to also be resistant to fire, but not immune. Yeah, you rage with your bonus action.
I get 2 attacks?
Yeah, you're 5th level, man. You get 2 attacks. You get 3 attacks if you reckless, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna reckless yet.
you already used your bonus action, so. Or you get 3 attacks if you, frenzy, not reckless. You're gonna have to move there if you want to hit it.
Yeah. Well, first I'm gonna run up and smash the whatever's around.
Okay, sure, roll an attack. I'll allow that. Roll an attack.
Advantage.
If you want a reckless. What's your armor class, Ildren?
12.
12? Okay. Roll damage, Anubis.
Sorry, buddy. Just trying to break.
Okay. Anubis, or Ildren, you take 17 points of damage, but you're not restrained anymore.
I'm pretty fucked up, but...
Hey, if you're restrained, attacks against you have advantage, so... Oh, I guess, yeah, roll with advantage then, my bad. Roll with advantage. Roll one more time. Anubis.
Today
Why was
Yeah,
that?
roll more.
is the first day of the rest of your life.
Will this hurt him?
If you roll high enough, it won't. 12, 20. Okay, then it doesn't hit you, because it's 5 above your armor class.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, so you didn't take
So,
advantage.
yeah. You're able to, with the 20, you're able to perfectly not hit him. But with the 12, which was his armor class, you did. You have to get 5 above to not. That's the
Now
rule I
I'm
made.
gonna run up, smack him in the face nuggets.
Okay, so you use your first attack for that second attack. Roll to hit him?
Not advantage, right?
No, because he's not restrained.
16.
60. You hit him and your sword scrapes against his scales, but doesn't seem to do anything.
And
Enix, what are you doing?
I am. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna shoot him with my short bow.
Okay. He's a huge creature, so yeah, you don't even have to move really.
Is that advantage because I'm hidden?
Yes, advantage because he doesn't know where you are because you're hidden. Yeah, that hits.
And this is with sneak attack.
Yeah, he gets sneak attack because he is within melee of an ally, and you have advantage, so it's
21.
21. Okay.
21.
You're stupid. Just kidding.
Okay, you fire your shot, sinks into him. Seems to have done a good amount of damage. And so you like kind of sneak into his chest, and he goes, hisses back.
Alright, I'm gonna stay hidden.
Well, you use your bonus action to hide. You have to re-hide after.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so roll another stealth check.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you're definitely you're invisible, man.
He doesn't even know that.
Okay. Rolled for its breath weapon. Does not get it back. So. It's going to do its. It's going to make one claw attack at Anubis.
Did you hear my question?
Sorry,
No.
what'd you ask?
Oh, I said, did you have any, or do I get anything advantage-wise with this druid plant stuff since it's a plant, dude?
No, your druid stuff just allows you to do druid craft and to speak to plants and animals.
Wait,
So-
can I speak to this guy?
Yeah. If you know his language,
Roll an animal check?
You take 16 points of slashing damage, half to 8. The other claw's coming at you, Ildrin.
I'm dodging.
19.
Not dodging.
Alright. You take 6 points of slashing. He rolled so low on that. Hold on, did I roll the wrong damage? No, I did. You just rolled max damage on that.
How much health
and
do
then
you have left?
He's going to
I'm
use.
fine.
I need
hurt, but-
Ildrin to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck me. What the?
Oh, yeah,
As
you're
you
still
see that
confused.
one of the eyes starts to glow.
19.
And okay, now you see him try to mark you with something and it just doesn't work.
It's like a symbol coming at
He
you.
was like going for a bite, but then he changed it into that. And he's going to just shift. Still stay within melee, but just shift a little bit. Right there. But he's still within melee of both of you. Attune, what are you doing?
The fight, bitch! I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna move right here. And
Okay.
then I'm going to use. I'm gonna throw another javelin, but with Divine Smite.
You can't divine smite. It has to be a
Smite away.
melee attack.
Okay, then I'll just throw my javelin at him again.
Okay, roll another attack. 5, 10.
Wait, I think I rolled that with disadvantage. No, I
If you
didn't.
step right there, you won't. If you get a little bit closer.
Okay, then I'll just step right there.
Okay, yeah. So 15 misses, but you have another one.
Okay, I'll throw another javelin.
4. Okay, so you
Wow.
throw both. You guys watch his 2 javelins, and one of them back to his belt. So you have
How
4
are you
javelins.
missing something so big? I'm just kidding.
Ildrin, what are you doing?
I am casting. Lightning bolt.
That's what I'm saying. Come on! I know these last 2 creatures have had lightning resistance, but that's just the type of creatures they've been. I
Yeah,
promise I'm not targeting you.
sure. Erupting earth, right, center mass on him.
Okay. He's on water right now, but I'll allow it.
Well, it's only 15 feet deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably standing in it.
He's technically swimming. What does he have to do?
DC dexterity of 16.
Alright. Oh, he has proficiency in those.
Of course he does.
Okay, so he takes half
21.
damage.
21,
Okay, so he takes half, so he takes
11.
11 damage. Okay. Yeah, the water shakes and you see some of the I don't know. It splashes water against him really hard and that hurts him. I don't know how to describe it.
Water shoots up, mud splashes
Yeah.
up into the bottom of him.
It's more 11 points of annoying damage than it is physical.
Some rocks.
Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
Little pebbles.
I am going to fly.
Okay. Are you gonna try to fly away from him?
I'm gonna go straight up.
Okay, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Is that I'm only going?
Technically leaving.
I can only go 30 or 15 feet up, right? Or 30 feet, I guess.
You can go 15 feet up, or you don't know his range. You don't know how far he can reach.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 15. Yeah, I'm just going all the way up 30.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna get attack of opportunity. He's gonna bite attack at you. 12. Is it? What's your AC?
12.
It hits.
You take 34 points of damage.
I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're down.
Dead.
So as you try to reach up, he goes and bites and slams you down. Ildren is unconscious next to you. I'll do that. Okay. Anubis, what are you doing? Don't put the X on you, no! That's like bad luck.
So if I heal him, that uses my action, so I can't attack, right?
What are you healing him with?
But I have a 1 great potion left.
Yeah, so it takes your action to feed a potion to somebody.
But I bonus actions can still attack, right?
If you frenzy rage, which just means as when your rage ends, you get a point of exhaustion.
Isn't it? Where is it? Hold on.
Just attack it.
You know what? So, fire's not really affecting it, right?
From what you saw with Enix, it seemed to be a little bit resistant to fire. It's affecting it, but not as much as it should.
But the spears and the wood seem to be hurting him pretty good, though, right?
Yeah, regular weapon attacks are hurting him. Like, your sword still hurts him. It's just the fire doesn't seem to be as effective.
But it's still, I get a little bit extra. So.
Yeah, it's still doing
well,
damage,
yeah,
just not as much.
I'm gonna go 3 attacks.
Okay, yeah, 3 attacks. At reckless with advantage. Yeah. Roll your 3 attacks at advantage. Barbarians, man.
This man's gonna freaking get itch slapped.
There you go.
That hits.
Nat 20.
That
2
hits.
nat 20s.
It only counts as 1. That misses.
That's
That's
quadruple
what you
the
get for rolling the
damage.
2 nat 20s. They have to balance out. Okay, yeah, roll your damage. And that's double damage on the fire, too. Damn. Okay, hold on. 21 plus 11. 32 for the... 32 and just your natural 20 attack. 54 points of damage total. Damn. So yeah, you slice into him after seeing this, and you see where like there was a small opening from the javelin, and you stick your sword in there, and you just rip it through, doing how much did I say? 54?
54. 54.
It's 54.
As I do it, I'm gonna be like, "The old man." Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I have to half the fire damage real quick. Let me redo the math.
So it'd be 6. And
So it's 35 points of
so
regular
10.
damage and the fire damage. So 35. And then 11. Yeah, so
10.
you do 35. So you do 45 points of damage.
Yeah.
10 less.
Still a lot. Yeah, you slice into him, and that seems to hurt him a lot. Enix, what are you doing?
Same thing. Shooting with the bow.
Yeah.
Hey, just wait till your minute can do all this
17.
stuff. It's fun.
Actually, did Minute pick the same one as you?
Yeah, he chose Barbarian.
That hits. That just barely hits.
Oops. Didn't mean to do the damage with that, but whatever. 15.
15? Okay, so the stream does 15 points of damage.
Good job, stream.
You
Way to
have
go.
advantage actually on this attack. Oh, you did roll.
I did roll advantage, yep. And then I'm hiding again.
The stream.
Okay.
Oops,
Oh,
didn't
we're
mean to
talking
roll
about
with
the stream.
advantage.
I thought you meant the
28.
little water. I'm just kidding.
28.
Just a little water stream.
Alright, yeah. So yeah, you're definitely you rolled really well on these stealth checks. Okay. It's going to use its ability. I need Anubis to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
As it turns its eye towards you. One of its eyes seems to be like glowing.
No!
Ow, damn it. This is a really cool ability. Okay. You see its two claws wrap around Ildrin, and it starts to sink back in the water with Ildrin in its claws.
Oh, hell no. Hell
Make an opportunity attack as it starts to leave.
With advantage, rage, all that stuff.
You reckless, so yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Alright. I gotta smack you out of this hand, buddy.
Okay. That hits.
23.
Roll damage. 16
Have
points of
3,
damage.
16. Is that knocking?
Nope.
I'm aiming for the fingers.
Can't really call shots on your reaction, but you see Ildrin is dragged underwater, and the dragon is going to attempt to hide.
Shit. Dude, I'm diving in for you. I don't even care.
Okay, it didn't roll that well, but it's rolled well enough. And you just see Ildrin is gone. Attune, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use Keen Smell.
What's up, zombie?
Okay, they're underwater, so you can't really smell for them. You would have to
Stick
use
his
your
snout
eyes.
under there.
And you would also have to get closer.
Okay, then I'll just do a perception.
Okay. So you do.
14.
Oh yeah, you're looking in the water, you can't seem to see anything. What's your constitution modifier, Ildrin?
3.
Okay. Just seeing how long you can hold your breath.
I'm unconscious, so...
Yeah, but
Subconsciously, you're holding your breath. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I guess your body naturally would do that.
Ildrin, make a death saving throw.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Okay, that's one success. Oops, I hit the wrong button on my computer. Anubis, what are you doing?
Look. So it would be investigation if I was looking directly where he would go.
Perception. Yeah, investigation's like looking for like clues. 11? Okay, you're looking in the water, you can't seem to see anything.
And he went down right here.
He went down here, you don't know where he went. This creature seems like it's designed to hide. Seems to be very good at that. Especially in water.
Do I have an idea of by the waves, do I have any idea of which direction it might have went? Right or left?
So the lake is kind of just generally, because it's being flown in through a river from right over there, it's kind of generally just moving a lot, so you don't really get a sense of that.
Okay.
Not with your perception.
And the river's coming down. River's coming down this way, right? Like
yeah.
down towards. So I'd assume it wouldn't move up current. I'm gonna dive in the water down here.
Okay. Where are you diving in? Okay. So yeah, you dive under the water. You see lily pads. It's kind of murky in here. It's hard to see. Enix, what are you doing?
My sword's still on fire though, right? Underneath.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a bunch of bubbles around it.
I'm running and diving in right here.
Okay.
Pulling out a dagger as I go under.
Make a perception check.
18.
Yeah. You look around. You don't see anything in that area.
All right, I'm gonna swim.
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to dash and swim around.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim towards this way.
Okay. It's gonna make another stealth check.
I've got my scimitar and my dagger.
You do not have a scimitar. You have a short sword, don't you?
A longsword. No, I have one. That doesn't mean I can use it though.
Yeah. Because you use your short sword because you can get sneak attack with your
Yeah,
short
yeah,
sword.
that's what I mean.
Can't get
Short
sneak
sword,
attack with,
right? Short sword and dagger.
Yeah, the dragon seems to. Hey, Atum, what are you doing?
I'm gonna dive in right here and do a perception.
Roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
So you dive in and you're looking and you see a trail of murk that goes off over here.
Where?
Oh wait, hold on, I'm on the GM player. Over there. You see it's over there.
So it did go upstream.
Okay.
So that's what you do.
So
You can use your action to. I'll say you use your action to like shout out it's over there.
Okay. It's over there, guys.
Yeah. So you see like the murk of where it.
It's over there.
How far can I get?
You can get pretty far because you're a barbarian, but it's Ildren, make it a saving throw. I'll just put him on the map so you guys know where he is. It's right there. He was swimming over there. 19. Okay, that's another success. Okay. So Anubis, you swim over there. Okay. You see that it's still holding Ildren. Yeah, you have disadvantage because these attacks are underwater, but if you're reckless, you have advantage, so just be a straight roll.
It's still two. Is it 2 or 3 still?
If you want to use your bonus action, you can make it 3. Okay, so it's just 3 straight rolls if you're recklessing. It's gonna miss. That misses.
Man, oh.
And that hits.
Yes, okay.
I have to move it down a little bit to get to its health bar.
So.
Okay, yeah, so you slice into it.
11?
11 points of damage. Enix, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get up. Can I go across to get up on land and then run across and jump in on top of it?
Okay, 5, 10, 15.
Is he submerging now?
Yeah, he's still underwater, but you are able to see him. Yeah, so you're gonna have to use your bonus action, but you can do that.
Yeah. I want to actually jump across, see if I can leap on top of it, like above the wall. I know it's underwater, but I want to come down.
You can get above it, but it's not going to do anything else different.
Like I literally want to jump and land so that when I land above it, I come straight down on top of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Make an acrobatics check.
Yes.
Beat of 16, and you can do that.
Oh, well, dive.
If you beat it, if you don't, then
19.
Yeah, sure. That was the DC I had in my head, so sure. It doesn't offer you anything special. If it takes off, though,
Yeah, right.
you might have a chance
yeah.
to get on it.
All right. That's my whole action, right?
Yeah. What should it do? It's going to use its Nature's Ire again. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it hasn't tried it on you. Enix, make a wisdom saving throw. Yes! Okay. You see it turns its eye towards you, and you feel this weird thing inside of you.
Get out of me!
It's gonna make one attack. Since one of its claws is holding Ildren, it only gets one claw attack because it uses its nature ire to replace its bite attack. Who should it hit?
What do
It's
I?
gonna try to hit at Enix.
All right. What do I feel inside me?
Actually, no, it has. It has advantage against Anubis. It's going to attack. 27, which hits. So you take 13 halved to 6 points of damage. And you see it swim forward. You guys both get attack of opportunities.
Phoenix.
Both of you get attack of opportunities.
This is not an advantage this time.
It's just straight roll for you. Straight med. That hits. And then
22.
3.
disadvantage for
17.
you, Enix, because it's underwater. But straight roll for him because he reckless last turn. And I roll that reckless happens on every attack you make.
So.
Okay, that still hits.
Ah, shit. Sorry.
Hold on, I
6.
have to do math real quick. 17. 6.
17.
How much total is that? Hold on. Besides the 17. Ignore the 17.
Yeah.
It's 23. It'd be, because it's 3
23.
plus 14, so that's 17 plus 6.
Okay. Oh, hold on. It looks extremely hurt as it starts to fly off in the air. It gets about 30 feet up.
Can I throw a javelin?
And it's about, hold on, it used 15 feet of its swimming speed. So yeah, it gets 30 feet up in the air.
Hey, but you're not in the water anymore. That's nice.
That's true, you can breathe now. Ildren, your turn.
Wait, I didn't go.
Do I roll a?
Oh wait, hold on. Atum, your turn.
Do I do a
Throw
death?
javelin.
So I'm gonna get right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw my javelin.
Now roll to hit.
Oh.
How do you want to do this? I have 4 hit points left. It was
Yes!
extremely close.
Roll damage, just real quick.
Yeah, roll damage.
Finally did something. The pansy prevails.
7, yep.
I'm just kidding.
It has. That's why when I was doing the math, I was like, "Oh shit."
Hey, can I somewhat can I try to catch Ildren?
Well, Ildren will fall into the water. He'll be fine.
Okay.
It's 30 feet drop.
I'm gonna throw my
Okay.
javelin and it's gonna pierce through its eye into its skull.
Okay, yeah. So as it's flying away, you kind of like breathe, regulating your breathing through your trunk. Stand out, like put out your arm, like they do in the Olympics. I don't know. And then and then using you hold out your arm, but then you use your trunk as like a secondary guide. So you're pointing at it, and you throw it, and you line it up perfectly. It pierces through the eye that it was looking at everybody with, and it just sinks in. You hear this roar as it crashes into the ground.
As he releases Ildren, and Ildren splashes into
Ildren
the.
falls off. Ildren, make your third death saving throw. Now, I think it doesn't matter though, no matter what you get. 11, yeah. Okay. So you're stable, anyways. So you slap into the water and eventually are pushed up on shore.
Oof. All right.
I swim over to Ildren. Make sure he's okay.
Phoenix is.
Buddy.
He's stable, but he's unconscious.
I'm just tapping his face a little bit. Tapping his face. I'm feeding him a potion.
Okay.
Roll.
Buddy.
4 plus 4. For the greater.
For him.
Yeah. Are you? That was
34.
so close. Oof.
9.
And so
10.
you heal.
13.
Yeah, whatever that is, plus 4. 13 hit points.
There you go. Buddy. I keep saying
Yeah,
this.
you wake up to
Buddy.
you have to cough out some water.
I'm just kind of whipping my dreads out of the faces and trying to like slap him. Buddy.
The dragon is kind of like pushed until it gets caught on the bank and then goes.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, you did good, bud. You did good. We're okay.
You're a good friend, Anubis. Enix is gonna go swim over and try to loot this thing. See if he's got anything.
I'll
Roll
help Ildren
it.
up like with the arm around my shoulder, carrying
Investigation
to the dragon.
check.
Drake.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Damn. Okay. You see that it kind of has like a kind of like a pouch almost. Like very shittily crafted satchel, kind of that it has holding something that's jeweled on its chest.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that.
Other than that, it has these leather-like plant scales. It's the same scales as that. It has these wings are almost like pink lily padish. Those lily pads are green, but they're pink for the dragon because it's a green lily drake. Which, if I pull up my notes real quick, I can tell you exactly what it is. So you know drakes. They're kind of like dragons, except they were made by the moss drake, which is a different god. They're like weaker dragons, basically. And they're more nature-based than the other dragons.
Alright, so I grabbed the pouch.
Okay. As you open it up, there's a jeweled doorknob in there.
Jeweled doorknob.
Yes, it's a doorknob.
Lovely bit of string.
Does it look magical?
Roll an Arcana check.
With my 21 strength, I'm gonna try to. Does he have horns or teeth or anything?
Yes, he does have teeth. And he doesn't really have horns. He has these more like tendril-like things that are almost like the plants. Things that have like these. When he was alive, they kind of like used like. You assume they're kind of like antennas or something, but as soon as he died, but he does have teeth and claws.
How many teeth can I get out with the 21?
You're able to get out a good like 4. No, I'll say. Hold on. Let me roll for this.
21 on Arcana, by the way.
You get 9 moss drake teeth.
9 moss drake teeth.
It's definitely magical. Looking at it, you see that it is. Ugh, there you go. This it's a gilded golden doorknob that has a dial in the center that has 9 sections on it. It is currently turned to. Each section has like a different. One section has a set of trees. The other is like a dark cave. The other is like an island surrounded by water. There's snowy tundra. You don't need to write this down because I'll give you a list later. There's like a mountain. Then there's one with fire, air, water, and earth.
Is it like a Rubik's Cube?
It's like a dial that just spins, and each of them has a different section.
Oh.
It is currently turned to the forest. And as you try to turn it, it does not turn.
Here, I'm gonna walk up to it and pull my javelin out of the tie.
Okay.
It's full.
Yeah, you get all your javelins back easily enough.
Okay.
Alright.
But you get 9 teeth.
Can I take the eye with me as well?
Well, the eye that you threw your javelin through is kind of destroyed. The other eye is still there.
Okay, I'll take the eye then.
Does it have any like where it released the pink spore stuff or whatever? Is that like? Does it have like what, like a poison sac or something that it?
So it released the poison from these like spines on its back that have holes in it. It's not really poison; it was more of a dust. You can make a nature. What'd you roll on your nature check to get the teeth?
21.
21.
All right. Yeah, you're able to get a small. It's almost like a small pink sac that's built into its back. You're able to harvest that. And it also has venom on its teeth too. So after it has like venom glands in its mouth. So you have a confusion thing. I don't know what you want to. Moss drain. Yeah, confusion dust. Yeah, you're able to harvest the sac. So you basically have a dust of confusion that you can use once. It's DC 16 save. And then you also could try to harvest venom out of its mouth too.
I'll try to harvest venom. What should I roll?
Roll just another nature check to see how much you get. Less to see, because you already did it basically, but we'll see how much. To get 1 vial of moss drake venom, which does an amount of damage that I will look at right now.
Enix is gonna look around to see if he can see where this thing may have, if he caught that other guy, where he would have taken him. Like, does he have a lair under the water?
Roll
cut his gut open like a shark.
Roll an investigation check. The drake onto land to make it easier to harvest. You guys,
I'm gonna
pretty strong.
cut open its gut, see what's inside.
You see, after swimming, you swim to the island and you see a small alcove that it probably sleeps in that's underwater.
At which part?
You see a few crystals there. They're not valuable quartz. They're just general quartz that seem, but it doesn't seem to have like a layer really.
Where did you say?
Yeah,
Those are-
underwater on this side of the island.
All right, put me.
It's like a small alcove that this creature obviously slept in.
Okay, Enix is gonna go search through that.
Okay, roll investigation check.
What came out of its tum-tum?
Looking through, you see various plants, some bones of animals. You don't see any human bones or anything like that, or human-sized bones.
11.
Actually, I don't think you don't find any bones. Actually, this seem to eat meat.
Okay, so
No,
it's just
it's-
like plants and
It's a vegan.
It's vegan.
No wonder it was so angry.
drink. Seriously, need some protein.
Yeah. Looking around, you don't really see anything special in the lair.
Okay. Well, is there any tracks leading off the other side of this little island then?
Roll an investigation check.
Investigating it.
Actually, Eldred, go.
Okay, roll another investigation check.
Yeah, can we take a short rest then?
Yeah, you guys can all take a short rest and heal up.
What's a hit die? Which one's the
14.
hit die?
Your hit die is 12.
D12.
You have 7, I think it is. You guys roll with 7. What level are you guys?
So 8 health, or is it 8 plus 4? How does that work?
It's 8 plus your constitution, and you can roll as many hit die as your level. You get half those
So,
back on a short
7.
rest.
There. Who's injured?
Only you and Anubis.
I am.
All right. Well, before we take a short rest, I'm gonna do
Prayer of healing.
healing.
Everybody gets 12 hit points back to their max. Looking by, you don't see any tracks. It doesn't look like this has been traveled recently. The tracks seem to stop on the island.
So they stop here. Is there any? Can I search for any like hatches or secret tunnels?
With all the investigation checks you guys rolled, it doesn't seem like there's anything on this island that was a hatch or a
Okay,
tunnel.
I mean, granted, he could fly, so he might have taken him away. Fly. Or wait, does it look like there was any like docking stations, maybe boats or anything, rafts that might have been?
Yeah, looking around doesn't
Brushed against the
seem like it. There's you see there's a rock that has kind of covered by this. It's like a 6-foot rock that has a flat surface. It seems to have been split. Like there was a rock here and then it was split. It has like a flat surface.
Split in two, just like right now.
Yeah, like years ago, maybe this rock was split. It just happened on the island, and it's a big. And on the other
Does it
side,
look
it's
like
just
down this way? Does this keep going?
down over here.
No, down here. Sorry, dark purple, very bottom.
Yeah, there's like a kind of like a. It's just more. Yeah, the from here, and then and
Okay, so does it look like, if a body did fall out, it could like travel that way through the current, or?
maybe it might have. It probably would get caught on the roots or something like that.
Okay, can we check? I'm gonna go check over here then, just to see.
Roll an investigation.
Jumping across the lily pads.
Little Frogger.
Yep. Dodging drakes. 6. I don't know. I got
Oh yeah,
confused
looking
with
around,
my
you don't really see anything
best.
here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the other side over here then and investigate if there's any tracks over here.
Okay.
This guy's got to be here somewhere.
What are you doing, everybody else? What's everybody else doing?
I'm looking around for any sign of where this guy could have gone.
You see that there's tracks from the moss drake that lead up to the flat rock surface and then stop.
That's what Enix finds.
Yep.
I'm gonna search for.
And then Anubis, you don't seem to see anything on that island.
I'm gonna search for like secret doors or?
Roll an investigation check.
I'll head back over by them. Help out.
You swim in the water.
This is for the flat rock, right? What we're looking at?
9.
18.
Yeah, there's like tracks of the moss drake walking up, or not the moss drake, the lily drake walking up there, and then it just stops. There doesn't seem to be any secret.
There.
You feel it. There's nothing there. Yeah, looking around, there doesn't seem to be any secret entrances.
Can I look off into the distance from that point and see if there's anything that he might be looking at?
You look and there's mountains and trees. That's about it.
Looked like he crawled on top of the rock, like he was using it as a perch.
This rock is not big enough for him to perch on. No.
Okay.
So he just like crawled over it. Can we try to move the rock?
Yeah.
You push on it. It seems to be pretty embedded into the ground.
It seems solid. There's nothing
You knock on it. Yeah, it's solid.
on
Just
the.
a big flat surface.
It looks like he
Can't
just
see a single thing.
looks like he walks up to it and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a big flat surface.
I'm gonna stand on the flat surface.
It's a diagonal flat surface. You can't. It's like
Oh,
it's
So-
like a wall.
I'm gonna
I'm-
lean up against the flat surface.
Yeah.
You're leaning up. How that happens.
Nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna take this doorknob.
Hey.
So the doorknob kind of has like a
Son of a
thing sticking
bitch.
out of it, and as soon as you press it against a flat surface, you see it impresses, and you see a small like outline of a 6 foot by 3 foot door.
Do
Shimmer.
I fall through the door?
All right.
No, because it's not open.
And it's set to forest, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna turn it.
Can you turn
Okay.
it now?
You open it up, and there's like you open it up, and it's a different forest in there. This one's not. This one's less of because you're in a swamp right now. This one's more of a forest.
Okay.
Does it look like
And
there's any traps through that doorway?
Roll an investigation check.
Son of a bitch. 20.
20. Yeah. No, it does not appear to be trapped.
all right. Let's pick it up here.
Oh, come on.
That's
You
right.
can continue going.
Nope. I gotta work in the morning.
Can't even continue with this.
How long is this gonna take us? You
Yeah,
think?
it's fun. I don't know. Yeah, we'll continue here.
All right. Thank you,
Stop.
everybody, for coming by. Thanks for the host. We are doing a merch giveaway at 1,250 follows. So if you haven't hit that follow,
So soon.
we
Follow
will.
that guy.
We will be doing the Waterdeep on Thursday. So tune in Thursday, 9 p.m. We will be running Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Picking up from there. So everybody, Beast, you got any announcements for your stream?
Yes, actually. So we hit 2,000. Thank you very much. Love your
Awesome.
faces.
Nice.
And secondly, be sure to keep an eye out on Twitter and on stream because there's a very large giveaway happening soon. So
Nice.
might want to be there.
Sweet. And don't forget, you can pick up Drunkards and Dragons merch. We've got the hats, t-shirts. We've got a bunch of Metzel gear. So go ahead and check out the merch store. It's a great way to support the stream. Anyways, have a great evening, and we will catch you guys Thursday. Talk to you later.